As a content creator, there's a game you have to play of what gear do I need to make my content better, and what gear is something that could make my life a little bit easier, but not necessarily make the content better. Welcome back to the Rebel Tech channel. I'm Justin, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the Stream Deck Mini by Elgato and figuring out if it's a device that is really useful and really helps your content and makes it that much better, or is it just a little device that makes things more convenient and is just fun to use? So the Stream Deck Mini is definitely a sweet little device, and there's the middle tier with the regular Stream Deck, the original Stream Deck, and the big one, which is the Stream Deck XL. I bought the Stream Deck Mini because I got it for like 50 bucks on sale. Figured, why not? Give it a shot, see if it helps. And for me, it's really helped, and it's really been nice to have. Does it affect my content, and does it make it a little bit better? Maybe. For the most part, it just makes it more convenient to do certain things, especially on stream, which we'll get into some of those things later on in the video. So first off, it's for streamers, first and foremost, because you can have multi-functions, you could have layers of different things going on in the background at the push of a button. I use it for stinger transitions. I also use it for Spotify sometimes, skipping and pausing music. And there are a lot more that goes into it, but that's its main function for me. Other people like to set off alerts or set off an action or an animation that happens in the stream to just engage people. My stream isn't at that point where enough people show up to really know what people want, so I haven't really gotten to that point yet. Maybe one day if people start showing up to the stream a little more and it gets more of a culture and more of a personality to it, and I can add more things to it, and maybe even upgrade to a different Stream Deck, or maybe even another brand might have something similar. Now, before I go into how to set this up and how this really works, I will point out one major thing, and that is you don't necessarily need this. The point of this is giving you an easy all-in-one hotkey device. All it is a bunch of hotkeys that you can make things happen. You could do the same exact thing with the keyboard on your computer, laptop, whatever it is, and just map them in OBS to what you want, transferring from one scene to another, whatever it may be. There's a whole list of them, and maybe one day I'll get into that and we'll make a cheap version of this, a free version of this. But until then, we'll just stick with the Stream Deck. And I won't say that it's something that you need. I will never say that, because you don't need it. It's just for convenience. It's cool to have. You could customize it, but let's get into the setup and see how this thing is put together. With all Elgato products, most of them are really just plug and play. There's some software that has to go into it, but I have never had an issue. Maybe little things here and there, like connection issues, but it's very minimal and I fix it right away. All you're gonna do is download the Stream Deck app. And it's very easy to do. Go on the Elgato website, download the app, and it's there for you to use. Then plug in your Stream Deck and let it recognize it as your Stream Deck, and it will pop up all the options that you have. So your 6 or your whatever 12 or whatever options that you have. If you have a mini, this is for the mini, so we're gonna have 6 options with possible folders to create more, but you can have more if you have the regular Stream Deck. If you have the XL, you have crazy amounts of buttons. So they all work the same way, but for this video, it's the Mini that we're going to be talking about. And finally, really just drag and drop these things, these functions into your Stream Deck. And it's very easy to use. A lot of it's drag and drop on its main surface. When you start getting a little bit more in depth and get more crazy with your multi-functions, your folders, possible soundboard options, it gets a little bit more complex. It's not crazy, but it is more complex. Now, one more thing before we get into what I use it for, and I've talked about this in other videos about OBS, about stinger transitions and everything like that. I've talked about it in the past. And we're going to be doing a couple of examples, and of course, if you have any examples that you want to see that you haven't seen in this video, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll be making a list of things possibly to make in the future about the Stream Deck, about multifunctions, transitions, whatever it may be. I want to do more of the stinger transition videos, so if you're interested in that, let me know, because I want to do more. I want to expand my graphic design kind of experience, so let me know what you think about that. Alright, so we're using the Stream Deck app right now. I just told you how to do it. I went through the simple step of going to the website and downloading it. Very easy to do, very easy to set up. Now, I have the Stream Deck plugged in, and I have 3 things set up here. And of course, I'm not going to go crazy with the amount of things I'm going to show you with this. I'm just going to show you the basics, setting up logos, setting up different apps that it has, and showing you the options that you can go ahead and use for yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is, how do you add something? Very easy, simple, drag and drop. So let's just say you're using OBS and you're using a scene, and it's connected. If you have OBS open, I don't know if it works if OBS isn't open, so just make sure OBS is open, as it is right now for me. I'm recording into it right now so I could get this. But make sure it's open, and what you're going to do is you're going to decide on which one you want. And you can see, obviously, you could use many different versions of logos and pictures, and it fits pretty nicely. So, as you can see here, within this, there's an action. So this action here is my just chatting scene. Very simple, easy enough. I'm going to show you how to do it in a sec. But what we're going to do right here is basically show you how to drag and drop things. So we have a nice open area here. And this is my transition folder. So you could add a folder. So let's do that. So right here are your options for what you can use. And Stream Deck basically has all the basic stuff. So for this, we're going to create a folder. And it just has a bland default picture. And we'll go into icons after this, but I just want to have you understand. So within this folder, just like the other one, you have your options. So just double click and you access it. So let's say you go into the OBS part, which I think you need to download, which we'll go into in just a sec as well. You take a scene. So I want a scene here. And all these have default pictures. You could always change it, which we'll get into in a little bit, as I keep saying. I know. And all you got to do simply is choose the scene down here. Easy enough. Very easy. As long as the scene is set up in OBS and you have this downloaded, it will be fine. It'll be ready to go. So this right here is a scene. And if I was to press this on my OBS, which I'm not in OBS right now, you will go straight to the just chatting scene. And if I change it to main scene, MS is main scene. That's my gaming and my face cam. It goes to that. So on and so forth. So you just choose whatever scene you want. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about how to set up a logo. Whatever logo you want. This right here is my Ghetto Happy logo. The Ghetto Happy brand, I guess it would be. For my gaming persona, I guess that would be. I don't know. And I have main as the text. If you want to add a logo that's already on your computer, all you got to do is set from file. Easy enough. And these are all my logos. I got these from somewhere. I can't remember where. But these are just default stuff. You got Mixer. Rest in peace. So let's, for example, let's change this main scene because I've been looking to change it. I like this. This is pretty cool for my, but I think I'm using it for my soundboard, which you can use this as a soundboard. That's a separate video. If you're interested in making this a soundboard, which I will do in the future, but if enough people say they want it, I'll do it sooner rather than later. There's a controller at the bottom. Yeah, screw it. Just have that. Now, there's 2 more things that I want to cover in this video. One of them being there's a lot of apps. A lot of apps that you can go to. And by clicking this more action button, you can find just about any app that they have. So as I said, there's a ton here. Bar Raider's one of them. I'm sure you could download more outside of this, but they're here. A bunch of Elgato stuff and a bunch of different brands. So that's easy to use and whatever fits your liking and what you want to do. There's also a soundboard, which is just a play and stop button, which if you put the play button in and you hit it again, like if you hit the play, like if you go to this is my soundboard. I have horns, I got punching, random stuff that I want to mess around with. I want to add it to my stream, one to add to the entertainment of it. I don't know. What if you have stuff, you could have this. If you want, you could do a multi-action, meaning you could have this sound and a GIF come up as someone punching it or whatever. Play around with it. Have fun with it. That's basically it. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is making a logo or using the default logos in the customized section of the Stream Deck. So as I said before, you go to this and this drop-down menu, create new icon. And this takes you to this Elgato website. You could add a picture, like if you have something here that you want to use and make it a logo, you're going to have to add it to this. So I did say that you could add your own logo, like I did with the Ghetto Happy Smiley Face. But the problem with that is you have to go through this and then export it, which we'll show you how to do. But if you just want to use something generic, it's giving me the tutorial. There's tutorials to it, but that's what you got me for. So what you're going to do is you could choose anything you want. There's a ton of default options. It's really just a good example of how much they give you, and it's very simple to do. So let's say you want to have a quick key to start your stream on OBS. Very easy to do. But you want a specific logo. Let's say, for example, you want this microphone. You would have to make this smaller. And say you want that. I don't know. It could be anything that you want, but this is the one that I chose. So let's say that you want this logo and the text underneath is going to be live. Just choose white for your thing. You could also choose the type of text, and you can make this a different color. You can make it, let's make it a nice neon green. I don't know. Nice neon green for the hell of it. And now you're done. You're happy with it. Somewhat. This is just an example. Nothing crazy. And you're going to save the key. And it's going to come down here. And you're going to open up the file. And this is mine. This is my go live, which is here in OBS. Stream. See? This stream right here? That's literally a stream button. Same as the one in OBS. You go to set file. Go to my downloads. And it's right there. You would go set that up. Obviously, it's a very crude one. And I wouldn't use it because I like the one that I have. And there's an alternate one as well. So when I'm live, it goes to this logo, which you can change just like the other one. And that is the Stream Deck Mini. And of course, there are so many things you could do with this thing. There are so many options, and it really is a cool little device. Of course, as I said in the beginning, it's not something that you need. It definitely is something that is a time saver in some aspects, and really is just a luxury that you can get. And I highly recommend getting it. Try to get it on sale like most gear. If you can find it on sale, that'd be cool. Elgato is pretty good with their sales, and they put it on every once in a while, especially during the holidays and that kind of time. But even if you spend full price for this, it's totally worth it if you are gonna take advantage of it. If you're a streamer, highly recommend it. If you are in other types of work, meaning that you need some shortcuts put in, which I'll do other videos about. It's also for you. And really, I can't say many more things because it's just a great little device and very simple. Never had a problem with it. It doesn't disconnect or anything like that. It's been very good. The only thing that I can critique is I noticed that some of the faceplate on it is starting to crack a little bit. But that's not a big deal. It happens with stuff. It wears over time, and there's some dents, there's some bumps, and it happens. I beat up some stuff because I'm moving around all the time. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Let me know if you like this stuff, and let me know what kind of stuff you want to see in the future with the Stream Deck Mini. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down in the comment section. You could also ask me while I stream every Wednesday and Saturday. I'm coming back to YouTube because if I'm going to fail with streaming and fail with no one showing up, at least I'm going to do it on a platform that people actually engage in my content, and Twitch was not happening. It's unfortunate because I like Twitch as a platform, but I don't think that it lends well to my content and what I'm doing. And until next time, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh my God, that was a brute. Oh, a checkpoint! Get down!